Hey, what's up, Matt? This is Steven. I spoke to you this morning, or depending on when you watch this video, it was Wednesday morning. Hey, man, in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality electrical jobs to your business. So, by the end of this video, if you see that I have the technical know how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me a message back and we can chat. If, or you could just implement these tips yourself. That's cool. Um, the three things I want to go over, it's content, citations, and backlinks. But you don't have a website. When I do click on this little website icon here, it takes me to this all done. Maybe that is. I'm not sure. Um, so maybe you can let me know. It looks, yeah. Anyway, it takes me there. So content, two of these are going to be irrelevant unless you get a website, which I would highly recommend if you want to really grow your business. It's really important, especially to get a bunch of calls, right? But you do have a Google business profile. And so citations, you'll be relevant for that part of it, right? But I'm going to go over all three, and I'm going to use the main competitor in Raleigh that's ranking number one now, just to explain backlinks and content, right? So Miller and Miller is they're ranking number one, and what we always say, success leaves clues. So we always, whenever we try to rank sites, we see what the top competition is doing. We kind of mirror what they're doing a little bit, but we do a bit more, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's get into content. Content is everything on a front page here. Most business owners, they understand that content is important, but they don't really understand how much content Google is looking for and what type of content Google is looking for to show up on top of their list. So um, Google is basically, they're looking for at least 1,500 words on most sites to really be in competition for that top spot. Gives you plenty of opportunity to put what we call to put in these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And these are the keywords that people are looking for when they're looking for your services, and their intent is to pay for these services. Now, I've got a tool here that I use called Ahrefs. It is a subscription tool. It gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google is actually using to rank these websites. And in the past 30 days, Miller and Miller Electric, their website was found for 37 keywords, and their site was clicked on 136 times because of it. So we can actually click on that number here, and it'll bring up all the keywords that they were found for. And so electricians, Raleigh, NC, these are all location-based buyer intent keywords. And it has search volume on. When I, just for the Raleigh area alone, I tallied up all the keyword phrases, and it came up to 1,540 just in the past 30 days. So if you were to get a website, you'd want to get all these keywords that they have, and you'd want to put them on your website. But not only once, you'd want to go on to Miller and Miller and find out how many times they have them on their website, each one, and you'd want to put them on your site at least one more time. So if they have them on once, you'd want to put them on twice, two times, three times, so on and so forth. And that will actually, you will become the authority when it comes to content on your website. Second thing I'd like to go over is citations, and you are relevant for citations because you have a Google business profile. So when people are searching these keywords and keyword phrases like electrician, Raleigh, NC, Google studies have shown that right around 45% of the people searching for these are going to click in this section right here. This is the map pack, and this has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that it's reviews that get you ranked in here, but that's not the case. If that was the case, Raleigh Electric Company would not be in the list. What gets you ranked in here are citations. So a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory such as Yelp, Angie, White Pages, Yellow Pages. I mean, there's a ton of them. And you want to be in at least 300 to 400 citations to really dominate this section right here. Now, we actually have tools. There's tools that you can use and subscribe to that will actually show you what citations and how many citations each of these businesses have. So For example, if we find that Wright Electrical Services has 200 citations, you want at least 50 more. You'd want 250, but I'd say 300 to 400 to be safe to get you on top of the list and dominate this pack right here. Like I said, 45% of people searching for these services are clicking in this section right here. Now, below that, this is the most coveted position on this whole page. Again, you have to have a website to even be ranked here, because that's what this is it's a link to a website. 40% of people alone are clicking on average on this site. And this is because of backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and they work like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. So for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's going to help push your website up in the rankings on this Google page. However, since you sell electrical services and say you have a pizza site website linking back to you, that's no good because you guys don't sell pizza. Let's go ahead and revisit this tool that I showed you earlier. This is the backlink profile of that site, that Miller & Miller site. And we could actually go into their backlinks and see what backlinks, where they're getting their links from. We'd want to go down this entire list and match them. That means reach out to all the websites they're getting links from and acquire those same links. But you don't want to stop there. You go to this search page, find the top 3 to 5 sites, look at all their backlinks and match them. If you were to do that over time, you would be put into this number 1 spot and you would claim all the traffic that Miller & Miller is getting. Not only that, if you were to get all those citations, which you can do because you have a Google business profile, you would actually become the number 1 company in this map pack as well. So just to recap, first thing is going to be content. If you get a homepage or if you get a website, you'd want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition in this section right here. Lastly is going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site when and if you get one to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to electrical companies in the Raleigh area. If you were to get a website and implement this, you would be the authority. You would be number 1 in Google. Now, you can take this free blueprint, like I said at the beginning, you can tackle it yourself. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, you can book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can just reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I hope this was educational for you, and I hope I showed you a few things that you can go ahead and start implementing today, start claiming more high-quality jobs, and start outranking your competition, especially in the map pack here. But at the very least, I just ask for some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, man, I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye-bye.